Hey, Amar. It just seemed like after the first 20, 25 minutes or so, the team just lost steam. I don't know, thin air or a change by Colorado. What was the difference in those first 20, 25 minutes for y'all and the remainder of the game?
No, I think first half was okay. We we kept trying to play the way we wanted to play. We didn't really change anything. We wanted to play to create chances, to open them up. We weren't the best at executing it today, but nonetheless, we still wanted to play our philosophy and what the coaching staff, preaches week by week, and we weren't able to execute it. But it's a long season, and you just kind of have to go game by game.
Did what happened with Ozzy affect y'all mentally at all for this game, would you say?
Yeah, it's always a concern, when it happens, when things happen to a teammate, and it's kind of last minute notice. So of course we thought about him, but at the end of the day, we're playing football, and yeah, all the energy kind of has to go towards the game.
And last one for me. Uh, how can y'all get Joseph, more involved or get Joseph in better spots to shoot and possibly score?
Just playing the football that we play. We're all players who understand the game well, and just reading his movement and him reading our movements for when we can slip him in from behind, when we can find a third man pass, and kind of get into those crossing areas for cutbacks to him. And it's just all about. It's a team sport. There's 11 guys on the field, and it's important to understand one another and how to play together in order to be successful down the road. So. Yeah, it's just one game at a time.
Hey, Mar, this is Felipe Cardenas with The Athletic. You mentioned the third man, looking for that third man. So I have an idea of perhaps what the coaching staff is asking you to do around the field, but can you elaborate on what that philosophy that you mentioned is? Like, what is it that they asked you specifically, the team, not just you, but what was the game plan tonight against Colorado?
Kind of overloading the midfield, trying to pin their wing backs and pin their midfielders with certain players that are in the middle, and then kind of creating an overload where we could find that extra man in the middle. Um, on the surface, it was hard to play one-touch passes and took some time to control the ball, et cetera, et cetera, nonetheless. But that was the game plan. There were certain moments where it came out well. We were able to kind of combine and find a third man and slip some balls in behind and create some chances. But obviously, it wasn't as consistent as it needed to be. And yeah, we just got to kind of learn from it and move on.
So Gonzalo took responsibility as a coach, but how does this fall on the players as far as the accountability goes? Like Doug mentioned, and I thought the first 25, a lot of the first half, you guys were pretty good. That football that you mentioned was pretty evident. It just seemed to fall apart. So where's the accountability on the players tonight?
Yeah, the 3-0 loss definitely speaks, but it just the accountability is everybody's got to be better together. We got to fight for second balls. We got to close out games better. We got to win mental moments. The first 5 minutes in the second half are important. We can see that second goal, which obviously gives them momentum. Um, yeah, it was just a little bit of a scrappy game, and but nonetheless, when we were 1-0, 2-0 down, 3-0 down, we kind of kept still playing. We kept trying to find the gaps in between the lines, balls in between the back line, and it didn't come out. But I think what we're building here and what we're capable of doing, it didn't represent what the result was tonight. So just kind of have to learn from it and kind of take it forward.
And then can you assess just George Campbell's performance in central midfield? He found positions that were good. There was a lot of space behind Mark Anthony K too, that I think you guys were finding in the first half. But how would you just assess your midfield partner there?
No, I think he did great. Of course, it was a little last minute thing for him. He didn't get to train in that position, and Me and Rosetto kind of wanted to help him out before the game, because playing from a center back role to a 6 role is very different. You always have to check your shoulders, be aware of the space, scanning, be aware of where your other midfielders are so you can combine. But I think he did well. He won some great balls in the middle. He was able to distribute. He played a ball into Tyler early in the first half where he took it down the field. So overall, I mean, I tip my hat. I think George did great in that position. And yeah.
All right. Thanks, Amar.